What's happening, guys? Sorry, had to switch sides. Lighting was a little rough. I'm gonna talk about 3 money hacks that nobody else is really talking about that I think are really important for your small business, especially when it came to helping me save my small business from running out of money, right? I don't wanna be a statistic where, hey, the businesses only last 3 to 4 years, right? I don't want you to be that stat, and I'm now in year 6, full-time year 4, and so I feel like I made it to the other side, right? So let me share those 3 money tips for you real quick. Before I do, go ahead and like and subscribe at the end of this video if you enjoyed it, if it was helpful, and I'm really anticipating doing my best to help all of us in 2026. I also want you to comment if you are joining, and if you've watched before or if you're watching for the first time. Go ahead and comment if you have a small business and when you started it and what it is. Or if you are thinking about it, daydreaming about starting a small business, go ahead and comment. I love to reply to all the comments, and I'm trying to build community where we're all learning from each other, right? So tip number 1 on how to save money, to keep money either in your pocket or in your business so you can continue to scale, is this one. It's not super sexy and it takes some discipline, but instead of getting a warehouse, I'm gonna break this down, right? Because as you start to grow, you're gonna run out of room in your garage, in your truck, in your van to house whatever equipment you need for your business, right? And so as you start to grow and you are seeing some of those numbers where you got some extra cash each month, you're gonna be really tempted to jump into a warehouse. So instead of doing that, I actually use storage facilities. Let me break it down for you so you can see the numbers and understand it. Last year, I had the opportunity to maybe move into my first warehouse with an office space. And I was really tempted. I really wanted to do it. I wanted to pull the trigger, talk to my wife, talk to my friends, because part of it is I need the space. I want to have an office. I'm starting to be in the field less. Like, there was things that would be really helpful if I had that warehouse. But I still didn't feel like I was there or had the margins to do it. It was a 3,000 square foot warehouse with an office in it, and it actually was a great price. It was gonna be $2,500 a month, all right? That was just the lease. And so it was gonna be a really good price for my part of town. It was centrally located for my business. But the truth is, it wasn't just gonna be $2,500. It was gonna be another $300 for utilities, right? Probably another $150 for insurance, probably another $100 for internet, and then any other kind of like miscellaneous stuff, so probably another $200. So what's the math there? I think we come out to $3,250. I don't know, quick math. But $3,250 a month was gonna be what it cost me to have this warehouse that really was too big for me at the time, but was hopefully gonna have room to grow. Let me erase all this real quick, show you the difference between that and what I pay at my storage unit. Okay, you ready? My storage unit here, that is pretty big, cost me this much money a month. So my truck stays at my house, but I could buy a parking spot here for $35 a month. Still keeps me extremely low. And the advice that I got from a window cleaning mentor in Arizona, Gabe Spotless Window Cleaning, was, hey, don't get the warehouse, buy a second truck, get that out there, making you an extra 10, 15 grand a month. It's actually creating income. It's not just sucking money out of your business. So with that said, even if I went out and had a pretty good size, truck payment on that second truck, got it wrapped, all that kind of stuff, I'm still maybe just paying $600 more a month for that, and then a $35 car space, and using my storage unit, still under $1,000 to really begin to scale and grow my business, keeping money in my pocket, getting me more money, where instead the warehouse was truly just gonna suck money from me. I still have a dream and a hope that eventually I get to a spot where I need a good warehouse, good office, and it makes sense financially. But while you're growing your business, while you're learning, while you're expanding, you do everything you can to keep the money in your pocket. Number 2, you don't always need more hours and maybe even more money. You just need better systems, right? If you're trying to grow and you're like, man, if I had more money, if I had more time, right? Sometimes you just gotta get more organized. So this is part of our sponsorship, which is Jobber, but it is number 2 for me because I have seen exponential growth on the back end of my business and helping me save money, get more money in my pocket, and be more efficient because of the ways that I use Jobber, right? If you're heading into 2026 and you're having trouble collecting funds from customers, Jobber's automations make it really easy for me to do it. And I'm not just blowing smoke up my skirt, I'm being serious, because here's what happened. In last month, I sent 77 invoices. As of right now, only one has not paid, right? And that is because when I send the invoice to the customer via their text message and email, Jobber now has it automatically set up for me to remind the customer to pay. So if 2 or 3 days goes by, boom, reminder for them to pay. 15 days goes by, reminder for them to pay. And then after that, every other 5 days for me, reminder to pay. And so it's so great because I'm not sitting there having to go in and check, hey, who hasn't paid or why haven't they paid or whatever. Like, Jobber is reminding them to pay me. And you can set it up the way that you want to. So it's really helpful because I'm not spending all these hours, making sure that I either am reminding customers that we're coming for a booking because I have the automation set up. And so the night before, they get a reminder that we're coming. An hour before, they get a reminder that we're coming. 2 days after we do a job, they get a reminder to leave a review. There's so many awesome automations within the Jobber program that A, keeps money in my pocket, saves me money and time, actually helps me get more money faster for my customers, gets me more reviews, and overall, a customer feels highly communicated with on all areas when it comes to either setting up a quote, setting up a booking, setting up payments, whatever it is, right? That's one of the main things that I really do love about Jobber. Makes me save time, makes me save money, and make sure I'm getting the money I need quicker and faster. So if you want to scale, and if 2026 is your year to do it, you can try Jobber free for 14 days. You can click the link in my description, and then there's a pretty big discount after that. A lot of guys have done it, so thank you, that's awesome. Obviously, we help each other because Jobber, rewards me when I get people to use it, and you get rewarded by using it because you can try it for free, and I actually use it and love it. There's so many different things you can do within it, but the automations, I think, will really help you as you move into 2026. Okay, and number 3, it's really simple, but if you're just getting started, it's something that's easily overlooked, especially if you got started and you're making like an extra $100 or $200 a week, and then all of a sudden you start making that extra $1,000 a week, and now your business is making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month, and you're kind of like, yeah, I'm making money, I don't know where it's going, right? Number 3, huge hack that, again, like, I don't think everyone's really talking about, but I think it's really important, is you gotta have a money plan, okay? Which you gotta have a budget, a monthly budget for your business. I'm gonna give you a really simple way to break it down. This is like, you're just kind of getting started, you don't have a lot of overhead. I want to make sure that at the end of the year, you got taxes saved up, you've got some operating expenses, that you're able to pay for all the things that you're doing, that you've paid yourself, and maybe you've got a little savings account, a little profit account to the side, right? So let's say taxes, 25%. Let's say OpEx, operation expenses. If you're just getting started, it shouldn't be relatively huge, wouldn't take a lot, but let's put 25% in there just in case, because you're wanting to grow, you're wanting to scale, okay? Let's do a profit account, 10%, that's cool, and then salary. So what you're getting paid yourself, let's say 40%. So the way this breaks down is I actually have 4 different accounts within my business. I have more than that, but when I first started, I made a tax savings account. So when $100 comes in, I put 25 bucks in it right away. I'm not getting screwed on taxes. I have entrepreneur friends that get screwed on taxes at the end of the year. Not me, because every single dollar that comes in, I put it in a different line item account within my business bank account. Number 2, OpEx, I'm gonna leave 25%, $25 in my business account, which is my operations expenditures account. Then I'm gonna put $10 in the profit account. It's basically a savings, it's a profit, it's a reward. I can use it to buy other pieces of equipment. If it starts to add up, I can pay myself extra money, whatever. And then salary, I'm gonna pay myself 40%. This is like, you're just a one-man show, you're getting started, whatever. If this is coming out to be a pretty big number, you're like, man, I could pump some of that back into the business, do that. I'm just saying, this one's really important because you don't want to get screwed on taxes, and you want to start knowing where your money is going. You're doing a good job. You're working hard. You're building your business. You're doing something that you were scared to do, and now you've done it. So make sure this part doesn't screw you. All right, guys, well, that's a wrap. At the end of this, essentially, I have shown you ways to make sure you're saving thousands of dollars a month within your business. Some of it's not all that sexy, some of it is, right? So it's just making sure that, hey, you're giving yourself the margin, the space to really go hard at the things that matter. There's gonna be a day when we're sitting in our office or we're on the golf course and we look back and we say, wow, we did it. Our business, like we've got a warehouse, we've got trucks, we've got guys, we've got this beautiful space, I have time, right? But right now, we sacrifice a little bit of the things now that we want later, right? So that's my encouragement to you. It's a mess right now because we are wrapping up, taking down Christmas lights. We had about 56 jobs, Christmas light jobs, and so I think we only have about like 12 takedowns left. So we crushed it. We're starting hard on window cleaning, pressure washing, gutter cleaning next week, and so gonna keep the ball rolling. We're having great weather here in Oklahoma City. I hope wherever you are, you're having good weather too. I'm rooting for you. 2026, if you want to start a business or scale it, do it. Go hard, subscribe, and like this channel, share it with your friends, comment, whatever. I wanna do everything I can to encourage you, to help you, to inspire you to live the life you feel like you can live, right? So we only have one. Let's not waste it. And whatever your small business is, if it's not window cleaning or pressure washing, but somehow I'm still able to help you, I would love to do that. We got a couple of ways that I can do that. I do some coaching calls, hour calls at a time. You can check that out in the description below. If you need marketing help, contact my guy Wyatt in the description below. And if you want to try Jobber for free, in the description below. Again, don't forget to comment whether you are starting a business or have started one, what year your business is in, or what business you're thinking you want to start. In the meantime, enjoy the here while you're working to get there.